Hey, Mal.
You always say that like it's a surprise that I'm going to be here.
It's great to see you. I didn't hear you come in.
I'm like always here. It's like I don't leave.
I look, oh, Mal's here. I guess we're making an episode of Try Before We Die, the whiskey review show where we don't know what we're drinking, but we'll tell you what we're thinking.
Honest opinions from morons.
From morons. Right? Is that what you mean? Right? Yeah. Random, unscripted, unprepared, which should be painfully obvious at times, because we don't know.
We don't know.
You know who's going to tell us?
Randy 2.0.
Randy version 2.0. Tonight we're going to open bottle number of the hundreds in this bar. Mal's really hoping for a Band-Aid at about 60.6% ABV.
Something in the 17-18 range.
Yeah.
Oh,
so this is good.
Ooh, this is good.
Just look that way. 15, 30, 45.
It's actually rather fitting that we got this bottle.
All right. 15, 30, 45, 49, 50. Oh, nice. 50, 30, 45, 49, 50. It's already gone. Was it 51?
51.
Yep. Okay. Speaking of morons.
Exactly.
We've got the Glenmorangie. I still have to get that shirt made for you.
Yes.
Morangie. That's Mal's rap name. So this is the Nectar D'Or.
All right.
Yep, the Sauterne cask finish, 12-year-old.
Right up your alley. You like it a lot.
I love it. I hope it comes through when we taste it. We've not done it on the show ever, obviously, and I haven't had a glass of Nectar D'Or probably in a few years, though certainly we've done some Sauterne finishes. Most recently, I think we did an Oran, coming in at 50%. This is coming in at 46. Excellent. Let's get it open, Mal. Trying to think. Yeah, this is clearly the old label. Glenmorangie has gone to a whole new labeling setup, so this is nice.
That's a pop to it.
Yeah. So, what do you know about Sauterne?
Type of wine cask.
Okay. Give us more.
I can't really give you more. I know it's one of your favorites, but I can't really... there is something that I just don't remember at the moment in time.
It's a blank wine.
It's a blank wine.
Sweet dessert wine. From...
France.
Yes, and from...
I don't know.
We did this with the Aran. Well, TBWD. It's a well-known... I believe it to be Bordeaux.
Okay.
Or Burgundy. It's one of those B regions. Unscripted, everybody. Unscripted. All right. So I actually just learned something on the back. Nectar D'Or takes its name from the Gaelic or, which means gold in Gaelic. What color you reckon this is? I think they want us to think it's gold.
Actually,
yeah, anyway, there it is, everybody. The Nectar D'Or. I've been to this distillery. Have you?
No. I've actually, you know what? As a Scotch drinker, I've never been to a distillery. I've been to Scotland multiple times, but I've never been to a distillery.
Even in the States, have you been to a whiskey distillery, bourbon?
Went to JD.
I've been to Jack Daniels myself.
Look at that over there.
Unscripted. Love it when a plan comes together. Who said that?
Peck. 18. Yeah, I can't think of a name.
Hannibal.
Hannibal. But wasn't it what? Oh no, maybe that was the other one of the. Who was Peck?
Name the 18.
Hannibal.
Can you go? No, that's the actor.
Oh no. Okay, so Murdoch. Base. I can't think of it. I can see it.
BA.
Brackus.
And BA stood for?
Bad ass.
Bad attitude.
Badass.
And Hannibal, right? What year did they go to prison for a crime they didn't commit?
I don't know.
1974. But if you're lucky, what could you do? You could find and hire the A-Team.
Oh.
Have you ever even watched the A-Team?
Yeah, I grew up with it.
All right, one last one for Mal here
No.
on the A-Team, and then
No.
we're going to move into this
No.
Nectar D'Or.
Not doing it.
Who hates flying?
BA.
Yes.
And they have to...
Murdoch.
Isn't it... But then they used to give him milk that was...
They used to...
drug him?
Does this smell like chloroform?
Yeah.
How'd we get here so fast? All right. Medium gold, bordering almost on a darker gold. Nice color, absolutely. As we said, Sauternes is a sweet French dessert wine.
Would you consider that a fortified wine?
No. I might be wrong,
All right.
but I'm going to go with no.
Well, you go with a sweet wine, and the sweet wine I would consider that would be a fortified. Almost heading towards a port.
Isn't, what is that German sweet wine? Riesling?
Rieslings.
Right. It's not a fortified wine. It's sweet,
All right.
right?
Ice wine is also, so yeah, all right.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Any legs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yours seem more pronounced.
Yeah. When we were at the distillery, we actually, they found a pallet of 15-year-old Sauternes cask while we were there. So we actually, most of us who went, picked up a bottle of that. Our friend Kevin from Tennessee drank the last of my bottle, which is totally fine after a day of skiing and snowboarding. Let's smell it. Sweet.
But not as sweet as I thought it was going to be.
No, not sickeningly sweet at all, right? I'm not a fan of the Riesling. I find it to be too sweet of a wine. I've never had a glass of Sauternes by itself, but I've also never had a Sauternes Scotch whiskey that I disliked. But the Nectar D'Or has always been the standard by which I judge Sauternes finished whiskeys. So I'm excited to have cracked into this bottle. I wish I know what year this arrived at the bar. I don't think we'll see. I got to learn more about bottle stamping. There's something. So there's the height of the bottle, the fill level. So I guess I'm learning some stuff. 89. I can't imagine that it's that old because I was just out of high school for a few years. So I have to learn something about this. I got nothing. But a lot of whiskey to drink. Let's try it. Oh, you have a thought. I can see it.
Almost like a chocolate. Like Cadbury's chocolate.
So Glenmorangie, their basic spirit, their 10-year-old, their original, they have two casks. One are first fill and second fill. And so the first fill becomes the second fill, and then after that, the barrels are shipped off property. They don't get used again. One of the things we've often noted in the Glenmorangies that we've tried is it's very easy to pick up that base experience because the original, their 10-year-old, is a wonderful drink.
Yep.
My wife loves it.
Drink it a fair bit.
Yeah, and you can really just get after those bottles and enjoy your evening. Anything else?
No, but it's
All
the
right.
chocolate is just standing out.
All right, the chocolate. Mal says chocolate.
Cheers.
Cheers. 46%, the Nectar D'Or. I just like that.
I had this tingly, the very tip of my tongue.
I don't know what it's called, but the roof of my mouth right behind my front teeth, that's where I have a tingle.
Nope, right at the point.
Yep, not sickeningly sweet, enjoyable. I feel like I'm having sort of the Glenmorangie base spirit. I would imagine we're finished in a Sauterne cask. It's not a lifetime in a Sauterne cask. I even feel like it may be in this, and I'm going to get this wrong and I'm going to look it up, but I'm going to guess right here on camera, 2 to 3 years in the Sauterne cask. The remainder of that time is in their regular casking. So I believe this to be their base spirit, almost as if it were the original, the 10-year-old, and then put into a Sauterne cask for a few years. That's my gamble.
I pick up chocolate notes.
Do you?
Yeah.
You were smelling them. Yeah. Not super sweet, though.
No, which is
the chocolate notes, the chocolate, right?
And even overall, this is not, you say Sauterne, sweet wine,
right.
blah, blah, blah. I don't think it's that sweet.
But it moves to the sweet side of the spectrum.
Yes.
Right. You think Scotch, a lot of people immediately go to smoky and peaty. I mean, obviously we're not there, and shouldn't be part of this conversation. But just in terms of that range that Scotch whiskey occupies, from that smoky, dark maritime all the way over here to this light floral fragrant, I think we're over here in sweet land.
And I'm going to stick my neck out on this, right? Because I like this chocolate flavor.
Mm-hmm. This
is almost like the Signet's younger brother. Like young brother.
Toddler.
A toddler.
That's a big statement.
Because I've got this chocolate flavor, but it's not as well defined.
Right. I mean, the Signet, I believe, uses some chocolate malt as well, and is also old stock, 30-plus-year-old whiskey are in those bottles. Here we have 12. So, whatever it is, it certainly would be the younger brother of something of that vintage. Interesting, and again, this may lend itself to that Glenmorangie recipe.
Yes.
Right. That foundation that they're distilling. Because when Glenmorangie makes the Signet, then following that annual manufacture, that's when they do their clean, and they completely clean their production facility, because it pollutes in the best way possible all their equipment because of the chocolate that they're after in that experience.
But again, I'll say it is not. If you said this is Sauterne and you said this is a sweet wine, I'm not finding it. I'm just not finding it.
Do you feel like it's just bourbon? Because again, as I'm moving through this glass, I truly am landing in sweet. This is a sweet whiskey.
No, I just can't.
It's not granular. It's not on your teeth.
And I guess I want to say, based on what I would experience as sweet,
yeah,
I don't find that this sort of goes into that category. Does it have sweet expressions? Yes. Mm-hmm. But I don't find it's not overly sickening sweet.
Yeah. Or at all.
And I don't find that I am picking up those sweet sherry notes, mm-hmm. if that's what we were going with, if that's what we were basing our description on. I find this more well-rounded, and I find that it is so balanced that I don't need to find this sweetness that you're looking at.
Okay, so Mal says younger brother of the Signet. How about older brother of the 10-year-old? A little more mature, a little more complex, but on the same path.
That's actually an interesting statement, because that I could agree with.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it is a step up.
Mm-hmm.
The 10 is like this is your model.
Yep.
And everything's going to be based off this.
Right.
We're going to build upon it.
Right. And the 10 is the bourbon barrels.
You can get your spoilers and your alloy wheels,
yep.
but this is the next step up.
Yep.
That I would agree with.
Yep.
That actually, I think that's even a better description.
So if this was that film Dazed and Confused, right? This is Matthew McConaughey.
Is that because he's been at high school for like 18 years?
Just tell me I'm wrong.
No,
He's got the cool car.
Yeah, okay,
right?
all right.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But I don't really find this sauterne finish. I don't find that I'm having it.
And every time he looks at that bottle of 10, he goes, boy, they're just younger than me.
Wow.
Dazed and Confused.
But yeah, I don't get that sauterne finish. I'm not.
That's the sweet.
But it's not. But it's not like other versions that we've had from the Iran.
The Iran was a 50% ABV.
Okay. But I don't get it. I don't get it from this one.
All right. When's your birthday?
March 21st.
All right. Gonna get Mal some Sauterne wine. Okay. The Glenmorangie, the Nectar D'Or, one of my favorite Glenmorangie releases, the standard bearer for me for Sauterne finishes because of that wonderful sweetness that's not granular and it's not sick. It's the older brother of the original. Mal goes younger brother, the toddler brother of the Signet because of the chocolate influence he's picking up most likely from those bourbon barrels. Do you like it?
Oh, yeah. It's a good drink.
Good. All right. Well, there it is, the Glenmorangie, and you are Morangie.
I am the Morangie.
It was good that we started with that, not knowing that we're going to get that. Who said it? Hannibal. We love it when a plan comes together. All right, let's see what they got for us. Look at these guys with these big sentences.
It's almost like they did it deliberately.
Yeah. Here's to the man who is wisest and best. Here's to a man who is as smart as can be. I drink to the man who agrees with me.
Which is not me.
Really?
Yeah.
You just did. Yeah. Cheers, everybody. The Nectar D'Or. One of my favorites. I have not met a Glenmorangie that I didn't like, right? You bring up the Signet. The Signet is a wonderful, wonderful, amongst the best Scotch whiskies, right? The original, the 10-year-old, the Quinta Rubin, right? The Lasanta, the Cadbull Estate. The other night we had a glass of the Tane, right? There's the Dornoch, right? They are prolific, and I believe it is the most represented range in this bar, right? Tale of Cake. Tale of the Forest, Tale of Tokyo. But tonight it was the Nectar D'Or, and it did it.
Wonderful drink.